Hey there, it's Jay Rod here with Zach Scheidt for this week's Rich Retirement Letter Q&A. And Zach, we got a great question today.
Okay.
What book would you recommend to learn about investing?
Oh wow, that's a great one. And actually, it kind of takes me back down memory lane to the when I first interviewed for my hedge fund position back, gosh, back in the day in a previous life, if you will. So when I interviewed, I had no idea whether I was going to get the job or not. But my future boss, as it would be, the portfolio manager there, sent me home with a list of books that I should read. And the first one on his list was actually a book by William O'Neill, and the book is called How to Make Money in Stocks. Now, that sounds pretty basic, and it is, but I love the book, and he recommended it because this book really goes through the important kind of building blocks of what you need to understand how the stock market works, why stocks move up or why they move down, and what you should be looking for as an investor to really increase your chances of success buying the stocks that are going to go up. So if you're just starting out, I think that's an excellent book. Even though it's a little bit older, it's an excellent book to really show you how you need to be thinking as an investor in order to be successful in the stock market. So that's How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill. And then once you get that down, I know this is not, the question might have been one book, but I have a couple others that I wanted to throw out there. There's a
Sure.
series called Market Wizards. So there's the Market Wizards, New Market Wizards. I think there's one, the Hedge Fund Market Wizards, and there may be another one, but they're by Jack Schwager, Schwager, Jack Schwager. And the Market Wizards books are intriguing because they basically cover, each chapter covers a different guru when it comes to investing and trading. And many of them have different strategies. So some of them are really short-term traders that make profits from small moves in the market. Some of them are value investors that buy stocks really cheap and hold them for a long period of time. Some of them trade in different currencies or precious metals like gold and silver. And all of them have a different approach and a different strategy when it comes to the market. I love these books because you can literally open to any chapter and you don't have to necessarily have all of the history of the other chapters. Just one chapter is a perfect example of how this particular market wizard makes money. And so it's a great book. So I still got them on my shelves here to just pull out and look at from time to time just to see what different strategies I might want to be thinking about that would apply to today's particular market. So those are my favorite books. There's, of course, a myriad of different books out there that are available. But if I had to just pick one or two books to get started with, I would say How to Make Money in Stocks and the Market Wizards series by Jack Schwager. How about you? Do you have a particular favorite?
I do, and those are, I mean, the books you mentioned are great books. I'm a big fan of the Market Wizard series
Yeah.
myself. But if I had to boil it down to one book, I would say Plant Your Money Tree by Michelle Snyder.
Okay.
I had a chance to see a presentation of hers last year at the Money Show, and she's a former special needs teacher turned trader in the 1980s,
Okay.
and she explains market concepts in such a very simple yet easy to understand yet powerful way. She basically she does a fabulous job of describing the engine of the stock market. She calls the economic family. So it's
Okay.
six different sectors of the market that really drive the action, whether up or down. And she talks about how to easily trade trends inside of those individual sectors or even individual stocks or commodities. Doesn't matter what the asset class is, but you basically trade each, your stocks or whatnot in phases. Like, there are six different or seven different phases that it's kind of like clockwise,
Okay.
but great. Again, she's very, very good at teaching these stuff, and it's so simple. Anybody could pick it up. I just picked it up, and like you, have read a ton of books on investing, but it's crazy how you do, as books are continue to be published, people, all people just bring ideas together in different ways. That's just really easy. And as the family, I come from a family of teachers. I thought you did a very good job of
Yeah.
knocking that stuff down.
That's so important too, because there's so many, just a little bit more intricate ways of looking at the market. And if you get too caught up in the minute details or the technical jargon, then it's really hard to communicate what you're trying to. But somebody who is good at being able to communicate the details in a way that we can all understand and apply, I mean, that's worth its weight in gold. So thanks for sharing that. Thanks for the question, guys. And thank you guys for joining us here on Rich Retirement TV. We'll see you next time.